Hi, this is Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny. Stay tuned for the mayor's message. Hi, this is Judd Matheny, Coffee County Mayor. Welcome to the March 6, 2023 episode. And wanted to introduce somebody today. If you come up to see our office, or maybe we're out at an event together, you're going to see Sam Harper. Sam is the Chief of Staff up here, and he's been with me for about 25 years. And as a friend and a confidant, I wanted him to take a few minutes to talk about his background, and then we'll close the show out with a few comments. Go ahead, Sam, tell them about you.
All right. I grew up as a teenager in Tullahoma. My first class when my father was transferred to the base was in Frances Mitchell's 6th grade at Bel Air, and she's been my favorite teacher ever since. But I graduated from high school there. I went up to Vanderbilt. I was fortunate enough to get in there. And when I was at Vanderbilt, I knew that I was going to have to do some military service because my family has done that traditionally. So I went through Navy ROTC at Vanderbilt, went out into the fleet for several years after that, and then left the Navy and started working out in California because that's where I was discharged. And after that, I said I want to go to graduate school. So I ended up going to graduate school and getting a master's in business from Stanford University, and ended up staying out there, working there and in Houston for a while. And then the second time I came back to Northern California to live, I got transferred there. I met my wife. She was in the HR department of the company I worked for. We got married and in San Francisco. And then as we decided to start a family, she said, I don't want to do this in California. And so that led us back here to Tennessee. My mother was still living at the time, and we thought this would be a better place to raise kids. So during that process of living out there, I got to know a guy named Lee Atwater. He was Ronald Reagan's campaign manager and later the chairman of the Republican National Committee. And Lee taught me how to campaign. And we had some very successful times there in California. And then when we moved here, I still had the political bug, but I didn't do much about it until 2000. A former Coffee County Commissioner, Robin Hines, was a mentor of mine throughout my life. And he called me up one day and said, hey, there's some kid that wants to run against the incumbent Democrat, and I want you to help him. I said, okay. He gave me a name and number, and I called this kid up, and it was 31-year-old Judd Matheny, and we planned to spend an hour talking about what we would do to do a campaign. Well, we spent about 6 to 8 hours and came up with a plan to run it, and so I've been with Judd ever since. I think Judd is an outstanding political entity. He's a great thinker. He's very principled, and he stays and with his vision and his principles coincide very neatly. So when he asked me to join him over here at Coffee County, I said, heck yeah, because I think we've got some plans. We're doing some great things. It will get better and better because this county is going to become the gem of southern Middle Tennessee.
All right, Sam. And he left out the fact that he's retired from Tullahoma school system too, and so that was cool. But Sam knows a lot of people in the community, obviously, and he's a great asset and really gets this office running smooth and staying running smooth. And then next week when we talk, we'll meet Constance, who is our executive administrative assistant here, helps Sam and I both, and you'll also see her when you come in. But quick briefing on county business as we begin to wrap up this week. Working on the animal shelter again today, going out for the survey and the appraisals this morning actually to work on those a little bit. Beginning our budget process for real. Our budget packets were sent out 1st of February. They all came back or sometime this week. We've received them all back. The budget packets go out to the department heads. Department heads fill out any budget decreases, increases they may have, as well as any justification, as well as some justifications for their current budgets. Those come in, we consolidate those to make sure they're all congruent, and then we'll have a meeting with the county commission and we'll begin the budget process in person out here in the commission room. Our cameras, we're working on those in the hearing rooms. They should be up and running in the next couple of months. As you may know already, the full commission The meeting is now televised live, and it's archived on YouTube on Coffee County's website. So got a lot of cool things going on. Revenues are holding out. Mega site negotiations are going well. The families are meeting with the commissioners again next week to iron out some things. So a lot of good things going on in Coffee County. Be proud of your county. Be proud of your county employees that are out here, and be proud of our school systems. And we'll look forward to talking to you next week. Thank you.